back. Capcast episode 2. How y'all feel this feeling today? Drake Iceman dropped yesterday. That out of the 3 probably is the best album. There's some good things on there, but it's some bad.
Me and him start beefing.
Yeah.
So it's like, who really gonna help who? People already have made up this shit was gonna be ass.
But only real music is gonna last because he's the biggest artist.
I think nowadays everybody get leaked though. Lucki need to fire his manager. Lucki
I respect that. Need a PR team, but I respect that.
That boy say he doesn't know rap.
I feel like Gorilla is better than all of them. Lotto. I don't know about that.
Nah, I got Lotto on my one.
What's going on, everybody? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We back. Another video today. Capcast episode 2. We with my brothers, Brandon and Jay. How y'all feel this feeling today?
Let's get to it.
Yeah, it's a little chilly outside. What y'all need no jacket? No, it's a little chilly out.
Why chilly?
Chilly now.
Why is chilly?
I don't know, man. I got a little album. You might have heard. I don't know. It's a lot of thoughts. Drake Iceman dropped yesterday. Well, today. I got thoughts. Everybody been asking me. Obviously, Drake's my favorite rapper. Yeah, I feel like y'all should go first. Since I feel like I'm gonna take the longest, I feel like y'all should go first.
But I feel like it's better. So we can you the light-skinned Canadian.
Whoa.
And that's your favorite rapper. You should set the tone.
It ain't even that. It's...
you just break it down. We'll break it down from where...
Okay. All right, so three. All right, let's go. Let's start from the top. 3 albums. We got the Iceman. We got... How you say the one with the H? Habibti. Okay, Habibti.
Ain't it Habibti?
Habibti. There's a T in there.
I seen him say Habibti.
Maid of Honour. It's so many ways to unpack this. Like, when it comes to...
All right, let's go Iceman first.
Probably be the best way to start. Now, I feel like that was... there's so many ways. So many ways to go. All right, I'm going to go out of scale of 1 to 10. Now, let me not do that. That out of the 3 probably is the best album, just because of he gave you Drake. Like, what I like most about Drake is his rapping. Now, I don't know if y'all are into the quote unquote R&B Drake, or do y'all prefer rapping Drake, but I like all types of Drake, and I feel like he did that well. I'm gonna just say well on that album. It was a little bit underwhelming for me. Now, there are some goods.
I can respect you for being honest though.
There's some good things on there, but it's some bad. It's good and bad, but it's some bad.
This is just Iceman, right?
This is just Iceman. It's just Iceman.
You want to start with the good or bad on there?
I'm gonna start with the bad because I feel like bad news first. I mean, we can get into why he did 3 albums, but I feel like it's just a lot of music to consume.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a lot. And especially when it's hitting a bunch of different... Drake got a big audience, so he got to touch a lot of different fan bases. So I feel like when you putting that much music out, it's hard to maybe trim the fat, cut what need to be cut out. But... It was some bad on there. The features, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of 21. I didn't really care for that song.
Yeah, I feel like that was some throwaway.
I don't even let me pull it up. The song with Future, I was excited to hear Drake and Future again. That's not what I want to hear from Drake and Future. You know what I'm saying? And even the shorty, I'm not familiar with Molly Santana. I like her part, but Drake and Future,
been Dolo.
Yeah, they got.
You coming back from y'all not being cool.
That's
it should have been an undeniable hit.
I
was
gonna
touch on that because
y'all got the hits of hits.
Yeah, so Future my favorite artist. So
after what happened, it's kind of like when Meek and Drake linked back up for Going Bad. Like, it went everywhere, it went crazy. So your expectation is like,
Yeah.
y'all niggas got it, y'all niggas can't miss. And I ain't gonna say they missed, but it's probably their most
For what they got.
underwhelming out of all their collabs. It's probably their worst.
I feel like
It's probably
Molly Santana. I feel like she saved that song. Cause I would actually like that song maybe if Future wasn't on it. Or maybe if it was just a Future in, it felt very throwaway.
You know what I
it felt
think is
like?
best when they make songs together is when Future leads the song and Drake kind of like.
I was gonna say it felt like Drake had a wave and everybody had to fall in line with the
Yeah.
same song, so it didn't feel authentic.
It felt like I would definitely say Future is better. Drake is better on featured on Future songs than Future is on Drake songs when they have that collab. On the same, it don't matter though. Like I feel like y'all knew this was y'all first time. I feel like it just, but I want to move on. To me, this had the most rapping on it, and he was rapping he was saying a lot of stuff. Like I feel like he was addressing a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure they already did the think pieces on it of who was getting what bars. But just straight musically, it was pretty good rapping, I would say. Like he sounded good. He sounded in shape. I have heard him rap better, but at the same time, I listen to a lot of Drake music. Drake music gets better over time, and it just dropped last night. So I feel like I will come around to a lot of these songs, but I felt like take them 2 songs out, 21 song, the Future song. Iceman itself is a really solid album. Solid. That's all I can say. It's pretty solid. Like I'm not gonna be like, bro, this Drake the man, niggas not fucking with him. No, niggas is definitely fucking with him, and I feel like this probably his worst album since Scorpion. Cause unlike most people, I've liked everything that Drake has done the last couple years. A lot of people say Drake is like declining. I feel like I like the 2 collab albums with 21 and Party. I like the 3 albums that he dropped solo. I feel like I've liked a lot of his music, pretty much everything except Scorpion. I feel like this is his worst album since Scorpion. Do y'all want me to go to the other albums, or do y'all want to touch on the Iceman?
Then we start with Iceman first.
All right, go ahead. Touch on Iceman. That's just solid project overall. My overall thoughts of it.
I feel like it might just be me, but I feel like it lacked some type of cohesiveness. Like, first of all, when I'm thinking a revenge album, you spinning back and you throwing shots, I'm thinking like, there's a sound in my head. Now, that could be my mistake by building an expectation for something already. He's rapping, but I want more like cutthroat shit. You feel me? Like, you taking shots at people and how I say, like, you taking a shot at Ross and ASAP, LeBron, like, even though, like, 2 of them songs leaked, National Treasure,
Yeah.
One Name Albany, like, and I think that plays a part into it, because had those not leaked and them dropped on the album, it would have way more shock value to it. Even when he took a shot at DeMar, Cole,
Yeah.
like, I feel like it messed it up. Even, like, it leaking that Future was on the album. You know, like, and then the track list leaking right before and shit like that. But I feel like,
Yeah, I think even the episode was cool, but I feel like it killed the initial hype
yeah,
of like, oh damn, I click on this song was like,
I feel like it just, and I get it, you don't want to drop the episode at 12 when your album come out, but at the same time, are you really losing anything if you do that at 12? Niggas still gonna go back and play
He
it.
definitely didn't need the episodes. I didn't see the episode because I was on the flight, but I did hear a lot of people wasn't really a fan of just in general, the episodes in general.
Well, I mean, the first 3 episodes was just because it was live. So, like, it was a lot of, like, problems and stuff going on and waiting. And this one was filmed beforehand. The only part that was live was the fireworks, so like the tower lighting up. But I feel like it was in waves with the execution. Like, you know, the ice in the city melting, find the date was cool. But then it felt like between then and the album, he disappeared for a bit. And it was like, you know, you could do other stuff to keep the hype. Now, maybe he wasn't thinking they was going to find it that quick. But at the same time, me thinking you Drake and the people that surround you, there should be a plan B. It should be some type of backup, rollout, something.
Yeah, that ice was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Exactly, and they got through it
That's
in
a long time.
They got through it in like a day,
yeah,
2 days.
It's a long time in terms of the world.
He didn't post no trailer. He didn't post no like track list.
I do feel like that's kind of like, I feel like people's gonna listen anyway. So I don't even think that's a big deal like that.
It was, but I just feel like it was just oddly quiet through the whole week. But I think even with Iceman saying it, like, this album kind of gave me the vibe when I was listening to For All the Dogs. And it felt like For All the Dogs was kind of everywhere in a sense. Like, you had like the song with Yeet, but then you would have songs like, what was it, like Bahama Promises, and then like the singing stuff. And then it would just kind of go back to like rapping shit. But it just didn't feel like it flowed the right way into it. But maybe it's just production-wise, really. I'm not saying he can't rap, because he obviously can. I just think I would have liked different production on it. I ain't saying like how these niggas be like underground beats and shit like that. I ain't saying that. I'm saying more like, I don't know, harder.
You be dissing the underground music.
I'm just saying, like, and the underground beats be hard, but I'm just saying, people think underground is everything. I think it would have been fire to like hear more aggressive production with him rapping. Cause I'm thinking like, bro, like they just tried to end you 2 years ago. Like, I want to hear you like at niggas' necks. And I get it, you rapping and you taking shots at people, and your shots got weight to it too. Cause you see, Khaled woke up 5 o'clock in the morning, writing a paragraph, talking about the enemies, whatever he was saying.
They definitely were subtle shots.
That's what I'm saying. And I get that. And I say this too. Everybody got a shot but one person.
Who?
Metro.
I mean, I feel like I haven't listened to the lyrics like that, but I will obviously think that had something to do with Future.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe it could have been pieced up behind the scenes.
I know that someone was saying, like, was it 21 or I think it was 21 said like last year that basically when the Metro thing happened, Drake understood where Metro was coming from. And I guess that was more like I ain't gonna take no more shots at you, you're not gonna take no more shots at me. And I always felt like that's one thing I was gonna get into, because I seen a lot of people mad at the Future feature because they want to say he started the beef. I always personally felt like on the intro, We Don't Trust You, he addressed Drake. I think it was the first or second verse, saying, we ain't beefing about a whole dog, or we ain't beefing because we sharing something like that. And they always make, remember the rumor down here, there was beefing about a booby trap stripper. That's what they was mad about. And then the girl came out saying she didn't mess with none of them. She's married or some shit like that. I always was waiting for people to take that angle where
Married stripper is crazy.
Huh?
I said a married stripper is crazy.
I also don't believe that, we don't know if these niggas are really friends. Like, because my girl, she had mentioned this. She's like, wait, when she first heard Future and Drake were beefing, she was like, wait, Future and Drake are friends? And I put it like this. You
like
work with everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're not friends with everybody at your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, these rappers, they make music together just because they might be on your song, they might be on each other's song. That don't mean they cool. You know what I'm saying? That could be label, contract, all type of.
But to me, that leads
stuff.
to the LeBron angle too.
But I'll say that before we get to the LeBron.
That's different.
I feel like, so there was a conspiracy theory that Drake took a shot at Future on For All the Dogs first, with the What Would Pluto Do song, whatever.
Yeah.
And then this was Future's first album after that, which was We Don't Trust You, technically answering back. Now, you could say like, damn, well, he signed off on the Kendrick feature. I don't think Kendrick was wilding by saying what he said on like that. Because if Kendrick feel like he the best and it's not a top 3, he's entitled to say that. People look at rap as a sport.
And on the second album, Future, with the Charlemagne, what was Future saying? Charlemagne was like, there ain't no big 3, it's a Fantastic 4, and Future was on it.
Yeah.
So I feel like all of those, and then not only that, J. Cole was on that second Future on Metro album.
And ASAP.
And ASAP.
And so that's why I can see in Drake mind where it's like, okay, they trying to spin and make me look crazy, but at the same time, Metro has enough, as much say-so on that album as Future do. It's a joint album.
It's a joint album, yeah. It's
So
50-50.
In a sense, it's like, I'm going to get ASAP on this. Now, granted, the J. Cole song with Future came out like, that leak like 7 years ago. Like, that's an old leak. But Cole was never on it. So where Cole got into it, I know before the album, there was pictures of them in the studio leaking, going around.
I mean, it's timing though. Just
It is,
Drake.
it is.
Before that, J. Cole got a sign off on that. Before that come out anywhere officially.
Exactly.
So
I feel like I can see in a world where Drake is looking at it like, I did something that in their eyes could be looked at as flawed, and that was their response. Did he know that it was gonna get to the not like us and all of that after? No, I don't think nobody's seen that coming. So I can see in a world where he forgive them and they forgive each other and they be like, look, it's squash, we can move on. And he look at the Kendrick thing as a whole different angle. Like, that's just him and Kendrick. They don't really got nothing to do with nobody. So now when they saying, 21 and Big Bang help get Future and Drake back on the same page, I understand that. Because it wasn't Thug. Thug said he was trying to help, but shit, Thug and Future ain't on the same page right now. So if that's like me and you beefing, he trying to help us, but then me and him start beefing.
yeah.
So it's like, who really gonna help who? So an outside person gotta help patch this back up, and then we just gotta wait till time come to see if the other angle get patched back up. Do I think that's a different subject? Do I think that could get patched up? Probably, but
Yeah. All right.
I think with the features on the album,
There's only 2. 21 and what you thought of the album?
Iceman.
Iceman.
I get it was like he was spinning back trying to address niggas, but I don't look at Drake as the, how niggas look at Kendrick, the lyrical, trying to break down his lyrics. I'm listening to Drake to some shit to ride around bumping, vibing with, club hits. So I wasn't really, that's why like my favorite song on the album was the little Cali shit. Cause it was like some vibe, but they gonna play it in the club when you out. All the like
for the
breakdown.
radio.
Yeah, 2 hours for the radio, that bitch hard. All that stuff is cool too, but it's like, we gonna get into like the best songs on there, but my favorite songs is the vibey song.
Yeah.
Like the breaking down stuff, that's cool to address.
The what song?
The vibey song.
Oh.
I feel like in a sense he kind of took like a Kendrick angle.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like-
That's where you go to Kendrick and the J. Cole's like, oh, he said this, that, and I understand it. But multiple songs kind of like,
But you said that Drake but he's done that before though.
no, I know, I'm saying, but I'm not trying to hear a whole album of him doing that.
Oh, I got you. I
Like
got
a
you.
song of Drake doing that.
But he don't even
Drake's-
got a song. He don't got a song like Energy or Back to Back on there. He don't got nothing like that.
But
on
that's
there.
what I'm
That's
saying.
what
The
I'm
only
saying.
vibey, that's why I say I like the vibey.
I think that's probably what's missing, that type of energy from
But I feel like honestly that would have taken away from, because people like bullshit.
yeah,
So I
but
feel
if
like
you
that would take
spin-
away from a lot of the album.
But if you spin like,
it made sense what he did.
but it's like they said, they were like, which one going number 1? I don't think nobody really knows. And I always get scared with artists when you gotta ask which one is that one on the project.
All right, let's go to the next album, Maid of Honour, since you brought up the number 1 thing. I don't like one song on that album.
Maid of Honour.
Maid of Honour. I don't like one song on the album.
I'll say this
So
after we got off Iceman, I'll let you finish. I feel like them other 2 albums are more like EPs.
No.
I get he titled them albums, but I feel like
Okay, so
to me they more like EPs.
I think like that Maid of Honour album. The reason I want to go to that because you brought up the number one. I think that album was literally made for TikToks. Like I hear it. They sound like TikTok sounds.
It's like little trendy club.
Yeah, like they sound like transitions for DJs to play in the club. They don't sound like they're supposed to be songs. Like the interlude with the girl just talking about, girl, go get you some Lulu. That you want to be a wife. Like you supposed to be in Pilates. Like that's literally going to be all over TikTok. I feel like that whole album literally is just TikTok sounds
like
and to be in the club.
The Sexy Red one, when she was doing like, was the Cha-Cha slide or like, what she remixed it and twerking or something? Like you knew what that was. That was
I almost would have said this. I would have almost preferred him to take the best songs from all the albums,
make
one, and then spin back the next week with the rest if you wanted to drop it. Because you got to think that, bro. That's 3 hours of music. Niggas is trying to.
We never gonna know how good all them songs is to buy. Like,
and it's like you were saying
next
when
month.
we started. Like you watered down the product because you giving us what it was 41 songs or something like that.
Too much to consume.
I feel like that's definitely a contract situation. Like he's trying to fulfill some obligation to get out of something. That's why he dropped 3
But at the
albums.
same time, if I'm a label though, why would I let you?
Because Drake will mess around and put 25
But he said
songs.
that in the song.
Yeah, the little Free Me joint, he was talking about that a little bit. But
He could.
I'm just going based off that album. That Maid of Honour, I don't think that music, those are not good songs. Like, that is literally made for TikTok. And that's the thing. The number one song is going to be on that album because it's going to be a sound on by default. It's going to be a sound on TikTok. It's going to be in the clubs.
Well, but normally it takes some time. I'm talking about this week on the weekend. He probably going to have all 40 chart, all 40 on Billboard. He probably going to set 4 or 5 different records.
Well, let's talk about the rest of the summer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He got stuff on there.
But that's gonna be the stuff played in the summer.
So what did y'all think of the Maid of Honour? Like, what are just the thoughts, like general thoughts on it?
There was a couple songs on there that's like vibey.
I mean,
Really?
If I
I feel like for the like it's the Q&A song.
Really?
I'm gonna play it, but I know this gonna get cut out regardless. It's this shit. Like this sounds like some old Drake to me. It's just the beat selection was like
that's what I think the beats on there would set the tone for a lot of people. And you got to think like the same way we sitting here saying this about his songs. If we had a girl sitting next to us, that might be her favorite album.
But that's how I'm looking at it.
So maybe we just not his target demographic with that.
I'm glad you said that. Let's go to the other album, the Habibti. How you say it?
I ain't gonna lie, that WNBA.
Yeah, to me, that's the album
night.
for the women. That's for the women. That's for the girls. That WNBA is hard.
That WNBA is fire.
The song with Gen 5, Fort Worth, the one part next door.
I think it was Johnny Manziel tweeted
I'm
it.
spilling a little shimmy.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's for the women. That's what's, you know what I'm saying? Before I ask that, do y'all like singing Drake or R&B Drake, or are y'all strictly just rap?
Nah, I fuck with R&B Drake.
I fuck with R&B Drake.
But I think it hit different when you know the lyrics. So it's kind of hard when it's first.
Yeah.
When you first hear it, but once you get accustomed to it, it's like. Okay.
I think the problem with R&B Drake, I forgot what song it was I was riding to this morning, and it just felt like it felt like I had already heard it before.
It is repetitive.
Like I forgot what song it was. I think it was on the Habibti album.
My qualm with some of the songs were the beat switches. Like he literally like, I would like the way the song started off, maybe like the first minute, and then Drake, what he did was the beat was switched. Not only with the beat switch, I'm like, he would change his voice with the beach, and it's like,
Yeah, it sounded like it was some songs where he made his voice deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you could tell like he's kind of experimenting.
It was, I don't know.
When he didn't need to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think, cause outside of that song, I know the Cheetah Prince song gonna go like,
Man,
I don't know that song. And
Hey man, shout out DJ Frisco. You heard that 954? I was like, damn, the crib on there.
they gonna burn that song down.
Yeah, that's gonna be big down
Lil
here.
Birdie.
I think
That's very. I think he should have put Kodak, Trapland Pat.
And what's crazy?
Team.
It
What's
definitely was a
crazy?
Kodak
Because
track.
he had like local artists on there. Because I don't know how big. I'm not familiar with Molly Santana or Iconic Sexy. I'm not familiar. I'm assuming they're not Stunna Sandy.
Yeah,
like
that was
he had like
that was a troll.
like who
Stunna Sandy is like a, and no disrespect to her if you see this clip, but she's just compared to Ice Spice. Like that was basically where
I say he had
came
newer acts on there. I feel like he could have threw like, if you got DJ Frisco down here, he could have threw somebody down here on that.
But that's why I thought the Kodak angle, because I know Kodak was like, I got a whole album with Drake that we made songs together all the time, but you don't never hear that shit.
I mean, yeah, but the Sky's part of that league. I don't know if you ever heard that. That was really hard. But I wish I was on this. That was one of my favorite songs I heard in a little minute from either one of them. And like, it's a bunch of stuff that go behind the scenes. Like that they could have had that. Kodak could have supposed to be on that last week, and then stuff happened with Kodak, and it was like, nah, we can't have that. You just never know what happened behind the scenes.
I don't know. He shouted out Tory Lanez, so I don't think he really give a fuck about shit like that.
Well, Tory Lanez Canadian.
But Tory's situation worse than Kodak.
Kodak, I mean, he's already incarcerated.
I don't know.
Kodak be in and out of jail. You don't know. You just don't know. Like, we don't know because all we do is listen to the music. Same thing where there's a reason why he dropped 3 albums. Like, he's trying to fulfill something. He's trying to get out of something. He didn't just drop 3 albums to drop 3 albums.
Picture.
But it's like they say, I seen Act was saying, basically it wouldn't be smart for him to go independent. Or do you think he signs to another big major? Like right under the major, not like...
I mean, who's bigger than Universal?
I don't think nobody bigger than Universal, but you have to go like Sony, like directly to Sony. You know, there's UMG, there's Sony.
It's only Atlantic. Everybody else is...
No, but they're under Sony. Atlantic's under Sony, right?
I thought Atlantic's...
I know Epic is
not
under
sure.
Sony.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure.
But I know the top is like Universals and Sony.
I think Drake should just get out of music, to be honest. I feel like you ain't gotta like, I get trying to be current and sound with the times, but the music is not, it's not good. Like, a lot of this music is not good. So it's like, you trying to adapt with a time that's like everybody is saying they want old. That's why I'm confused on why is he making quote unquote this younger music, because like,
I think that's
everybody's saying they want old Drake.
I think that's the thing with a lot of Drake supporters was saying the same thing you said. I seen, they said there was a lot of Drake supporters that thought it was disappointing or it didn't live up to the hype.
It was very disappointing.
Or it wasn't. And that's people being honest. And I get it. People could spin it back and change their opinion. But I think it's like you said, like, you coming off of the biggest controversial moment in your career and people are looking at how you punch back, you can't
jab.
Yeah, like, you gotta go for a knockout. And I ain't saying he need to jump on there and go back at Kendrick, because that just might be a battle he can't win. But it's just, it gets you put in a position where it's like, maybe you start second guessing and overthinking shit. Because I think if he was out of his record deal, we would have been known. It would have been known if that's what it really was. So to say he was just dropping, maybe he did speed up the process though, and in the process. Maybe him dropping 3 cut it down from they need 5 more to now 2 more.
Yeah, there's so many layers. Like, I can't even hear none of these songs playing at a concert because it's just not that. Except the ones on the album I didn't like the Maid of Honour. Like, I can't hear none of these in like different environments. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this is not
situational.
Yeah, like, you gotta be a real Drake fan to. I feel like you gotta be a real Drake fan to kind of like get into this. Like, I don't think like the casual people who were coming in to hate, I feel like you gave them what they looking for. They definitely got stuff to hate on. Like, they ain't got nothing they could even.
Shit, Ross woke up this morning talking about 3 albums are made. And I think that's the thing you run into when you try to drop multiple projects.
I think that was gonna happen regardless. But I think Drake dropping, oh yeah, people already had made up this shit was gonna be ass in their head.
But I think it's the same thing with the project he did with Party. That shit had like almost 30 songs on it too.
Yeah, it had 21.
I feel like it was more than that.
It was 21.
But how many songs you think really made it off of the album that people played? It's probably like 3 or 4.
I don't know. I'm biased. I really like that song. I really like that album.
So I can understand that. I mean,
I like all of Drake collab albums. I like a lot, like a lot.
So out of the 3, that's probably gonna be easy for you to rank. What you rank them? Like,
I would say Iceman, Habibti, I'm saying that wrong, and then Maid of Honour.
You, Jay?
Probably the same.
And then the same for you.
You said Maid of Honour last?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't be moving my hips in those.
But the crazy part is, I feel like that's what's gonna play the most.
It is, but at the same time, it's like
I'm telling you, summertime.
The hoes not want to hear Iceman.
Exactly.
That's
rapping, the niggas. The Iceman's for the niggas.
Hoes not want to. But that's the thing. What you hear outside is what the.
And you know what I think is the process of why he did that too. One of his critiques was always like, he can't feed his entire fan base in one project. So the nigga was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna give y'all 3. But at the same time, he could have narrowed the best of the best off of all of them and put them to 1. And then we would have been like,
could definitely do a part 1, part 2.
To me, it still would have been missing stuff. Nah, but he could have did a future. He could have dropped an album this week and an album next week. Niggas would have still listened to that.
That ain't his bag.
So dropping 3 albums
that ain't his bag.
Same night at the same time is like.
I mean, Drake is known for doing new stuff.
Or he could have dropped Iceman, and then dropped Habibti Monday, and then dropped Maid of Honour Wednesday.
That would
just like how they used to do deluxes.
We need.
I feel like he knew it was his moment, so he just
everybody was looking. Everybody was. People are going to be off this on Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. People are going to be off this on Tuesday. Like, we have a short attention span. That's why I really wish. Only thing, Drake dad said it best on the end of one of his songs. Only real music is going to last. Like, what's going to make.
He was just talking about that.
What's going to make it, like, is how well the music is. You know. And he got music that lasted, but it's like, if you're going to keep dropping, then now you're going to have eventually, what they say, winners write history. Like, people my age might say you the best, but like, it's not a lot of us. Like,
seeing them boys on Twitter talking about YB could have did better.
Exactly. Those going to be
the... They said something about, this shows that all YB need is better production. That's a whole nother topic. I just don't know if he's that hungry no more. But
that's separate podcast. Yeah, I got my own thoughts on YB, but
I think putting it all together, I'll say this. I do think that episode dropping right before it did mess up the drop in a sense. Like,
you know what I think he should have did? the songs he snippeted should have been off a different album. I feel like Iceman should have been a pure surprise.
Yeah.
I feel like that should have been a shock factor.
But then people would have listened to the episode and then been like,
Well, dang, where is that?
I ain't trying to hit it.
Yeah,
Nah,
but-
not that. But it would have been like imagine he would have did the Sexy Red song in it. Niggas would have been like, this
but
what
that's
I'm
where the
waiting to
element of
hear?
surprise, when you would have clicked on Iceman, you'd be like, oh, this not the song she just played.
It is.
I think that would have psychologically messed people's head up. Like, dang, oh, now I'm really tuned in. So it's like, because I don't know, I like albums when it's like pure, you don't know a leak,
Yeah.
you don't know nothing.
That's-
Even if you know the feature, you don't know the sound. Like.
The only reason I'll give Drake some grace on that is Drake always gonna have leaks because he's the biggest artist.
Now, I think nowadays everybody get leaked though. Because you think about
Yeah,
it, like
but nobody,
the week of,
nobody cares though.
No, but I'm saying, if you, let's say you like YB,
Yeah.
damn near every rapper nowadays get leaked the week of their album dropping.
Yeah, but nobody cares though.
But if you listen to him, you gonna care.
yeah,
I
but like
think
why?
the problem with Drake
Okay,
is,
why?
it's
Stop
been
saying YB because YB got so much music. I don't care like that. That's what I'm saying.
Like, all right, Future.
Okay, stop saying people who
Who,
drop.
I don't know
often.
nobody
Stop,
else
stop.
besides,
But you
but Future
saying
don't drop
people-
often.
Oh yes, he do, bro.
When was the last time
I
Future
feel like
dropped? Mixtape
Future
Pluto?
dropping threes. Like if Future dropped once, he's dropping again that year. I feel like when has Future ever dropped once in a year? Never, right?
High Off Life. No,
Never. Future's never dropped one time in 1 year. 2022 maybe.
it's High Off Life. He dropped the Uzi project the same year.
2020. I'm thinking of only what was the album name in 2022 when we were sitting in the car. I feel like that's the only time he's ever dropped once in a year.
The Wizard.
2019.
That was
No, he had an EP
2019.
that
No,
dropped
that
that
was
year.
early.
Oh yeah, he did.
No, you.
So
you,
give me an artist that don't drop a lot then.
all right, I'll say Lil Baby.
Oh, I Never Liked You.
Yeah, that's 2022.
2022.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the only time I could think that Future didn't drop, and he had different projects in the year. Okay, off the top of my head, Lil Baby. I feel like Lil Baby. If Lil Baby were to have something leaked, okay, maybe, but it's like,
Maybe what?
yeah, maybe I'll be kind of bummed out. 'Cause,
But that
like,
happened when Dumb and Dumber happened. Even though it leaked like a couple hours before, it still, I feel like, ruined the element. But I feel like the way internet is now, every rapper is bound to get something leaked.
I think what happens with it is the way music is submitted now, there's a lot more people that know how to find it now than there was. Like, when the Drake track list was floating around, like, what, 10 hours, 12 hours before the album dropped, niggas was like, nah, this not real. It's like, where is niggas getting this shit from? And then you got the insider accounts on Twitter, like, nah, this real.
I mean, it's a lot of people who.
But nobody knew it was 3 albums. Well,
Yeah.
no, the one
They
account.
didn't.
The
They
one
did-
account. No, the one account did.
They
say
did,
something.
but they knew like literally hours.
No,
like,
no,
before
no.
that
It
same
was
day.
like last week. It was one of the Twitter accounts said it was like somebody posted this album gonna be different, and then one was like, damn, it's gonna have different disc on it, huh? Nobody confirmed it, but they was hinting at it.
See, that's what I
until-
don't get. If I'm a rapper, I ain't gonna lie, me and the engineer,
But see,
I'm
it's
not letting
way
y'all
more
know.
than people. Like, think about
But
it.
it's
When you
like-
in the
it's like a
studio,
couple weeks ago-
you got a bunch of people in the studio with you.
but
It
that's
ain't
what
like,
I'm saying. I
ago-
wouldn't be like that though.
A couple weeks ago, like 4 Future snippets came out from in the studio randomly. And he tweeted like, I don't know who been in the studio leaking my stuff. And then he was deleting tweets. And then he was like, but none of them is making my album anyways. But 2 of the snippets got wiped off of Twitter everywhere. 2 stayed up. So that means to tell you like, either those are snippets for somebody else or he's using them.
well, when you, I don't know. I've been in studios. There's no way you just can't have an engineer in the 2 people. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple engineers. There's multiple producers. If you see one name, you can look at it like, if you a real music nerd, like it's people who real music nerds. If you look at the credits, all of those people, they got people with them. So
Yeah.
it's like, say there's like 5 writers on a song.
Yeah.
That 5 writer, he got his homeboy, his homegirl, whatever.
That's why I be thinking like when people make music with people, if you made the beat, I ain't sending you the song back. Like if you want to hear what I did on your beat, and I'm talking about potentially putting on my album, you got to pull up on me.
But that's what I'm saying. I would have limit. You got niggas inviting their homies, and their homies invite their homies, and you got
But that's
random
how.
strippers
But
in the club.
I ain't gonna lie. Like it's gonna sound crazy. That's how I got that one Future lead. It's called Yellow Tape. It was from someone that I knew was in the studio with. Southside made the beat. Southside had an engineer that moved around with him. The engineer brought somebody in the studio, and then he ended up getting the song with the file. They sent it to me because they knew Future was my favorite artist, and I've been had that leak since.
Hey Pluto, we don't condone none of that leaking.
Yeah,
shit.
we don't know.
But I ain't gonna lie, I had that leak for probably like 6-7 years now. Like
They never dropped.
no, and they changed the beat on it, so I have the original beat. The original beat is a trap beat. If you look it up, it's like called Maserati or Yellow Tape. It's a trap beat, but the beat they changed it to is like a slower melodic beat. But that's what be happening nowadays. Like they be sending the songs around and people be playing it. They be in the car playing it. That's how people found out the Trim song by Future. The first snippet, cause that was Future's song, the Playboy Cardi Trim song. That was Future's song. He gave to Cardi, but when he gave to Cardi, first of all, I think they said it was supposed to go on him and Baby collab project, but they scrapped it because Thug came home, whatever. Then he gave it to Cardi. Somebody that was around Cardi was playing it out loud at some music festival and they recorded it, and you could hear like the first 40 seconds of the song. Then randomly, a higher quality version came out, still recorded, like somebody in the car recording it. And then the song came out and it's like, but that verse is so crazy. Imagine if it never leaked.
Yeah, I mean, it's times we live in, man. Leaks, it's just a part of it. You just gotta, it's either you gotta just play into it and just try to prevent it, or you just gotta be off the grid completely like some artists. Like some artists you don't hear from until it's time to drop.
I know most artists nowadays, like when they move around with the engineer, they take the hard drive with them and they wipe the computer that they use. So like if I record 20 songs on this computer in this session, I'm downloading all of it, all the files, and I'm wiping it.
Shit, that nigga Rollo must just get that bitch out to anybody. That nigga get a new leak every week.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even Dirt, they been a bunch of Dirt shit been coming out.
Rollo must just be sending it to somebody who backdooring him something. Cause
yeah,
I seen where V said that too. Where V was like, it messed it up what he was trying to do, his rollout.
Yeah.
Because of the leaks and everything. But it's like, you got some weird fan bases where they gonna try to hack your stuff and leak your songs because you don't drop. But then you got some artists who they taking years and years to drop. And it's like, bro, they don't want that. They ain't trying to hear that. Same thing with Cardi. Now, do I think all the Cardi stuff is getting leaked? No, I think he's doing some of that himself. That's my personal opinion.
No, I think some niggas do leak their shit on purpose.
Yeah.
just to kind of see,
To test the waters.
Yeah, exactly.
If they really liking this or not. But the way I look at it is, if you want to test something out, do it on somebody else's feature.
Nah, because what if it don't get clear? What if they not, yeah, this ain't it, G.
But you got to think. Say I'm calling Future for a feature.
You're not calling Future for a feature. Future is...
On my song.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Future will reach out to you if he wants you on his.
I don't
That's what
think
I'm saying.
nobody could call, you call a nigga to be featured on this shit,
Yeah,
that's
that's
kind of
crazy.
crazy.
That's.
Some people, I mean, I feel like the people we've been talking
I
about.
mean, you could be like, let me get on your album.
Drake, Future.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different. Drake,
But
let me
like,
get on that. That's
let
different.
let me get a feature on your album and just asking to pay some shit like that. Like, that's crazy. But I'm saying, like, say I'm putting out a song and I'll be like, damn, all right, I'm gonna pay Future his fee, whatever. And he get on my thing. If I'm Future and I want to experiment, I'm gonna experiment on somebody else's project just to test the water.
I feel like we're using bad examples because, like, they sold us. I feel like Future sound takes. It's adjusted minor. I feel like Future has pretty much had a solid sound for like years.
I think
with
it's
minor
I
tweaks
think it's his
from
production.
project to project.
I think it's his production, and I think the reason why he uses the same producers, but you may not see them on the same projects for a minute. Like, remember, he didn't work with Metro for what, like 6 years before.
Esco.
He hasn't worked with Esco in a minute. I don't know if he's worked with Jacob, ACL Jacob, in a minute since, like, I know Jacob did a lot on Wizard. I know he did a lot on I Never Liked You. But ever since then, he didn't do nothing on mixtape Pluto. We Don't Trust You. Like, you haven't really heard nothing from him in a minute. And I like him with Future. That's a whole other conversation to go by who we think producers are better with our favorite artists. But
Yeah, because I definitely 40 and Drake. I do like Conductor and Drake, but definitely 40. 40 overall, Conductor for rapping when Drake is rapping.
like we could, like, that could be another one, like producer rapper combo, like 40 and Drake, we know, but like Metro Future, Southside Future.
But you could only use one, so it would have to be. You couldn't put Metro and Southside. You would have to say Metro or Southside with Future, and then Metro might have to go with 21. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really. That would be that sounds like a good idea, but that actually would be harder than you think.
Like, to pick my best. Like,
Think about it.
combo. I was saying, like,
you can't do that.
I was
If you
saying,
want to
like,
do that, you can't put.
I was gonna say like top 3, top 5 producers with Future. I wasn't saying like the best one.
Oh, okay. That makes.
But if I had to pick a best one,
probably say I'd probably say
see, cause Weezy there too, and him and Weezy's.
I like Weezy. That's a debate. The thing is, I feel like a lot of people don't know.
And then you got what's Zaytoven.
Take Keith.
I don't know if they really done a lot together.
I'm always just saying producers.
yeah.
Take Keith.
I'm saying like
Conductor. I think I said.
who else? Who big baby producers?
Well, a lot of niggas Baby did back then, he don't really be with no more. Like Quay.
I thought QC had an in-house producer.
They probably do.
You got the rapper producers, like Yachty produces a lot of. I know
It's,
Yachty did a lot of for all the dogs on Drake.
It's a newer producer.
Obviously Kanye.
That's on the south side. I think his name is like Smatherfield or something like that. That nigga hard.
Who got the hardest producer tag?
Ooh.
Easy out here.
See, Metro got a couple.
You got Metro.
Yeah, but that's like.
I mean, I feel like it's definitely if Young Metro don't trust you. You got the one with Thug saying Metro.
Yeah, that bitch hard.
It's probably Metro. I ain't gonna lie.
Aside from Metro.
I would say Take Key fuck these niggas up.
So I feel like I had to hear everybody.
I mean, when I first heard that, I'm like, and that bitch was slapping on that sicko mode. Yeah.
I don't know. But my next question would have been, what is the angle where, do you think someone after the Drake thing, someone like Kendrick responds again? Do you think anybody that took a shot responds back to Drake?
Well, DJ Khaled don't rap, so.
I think Ross' album's already done. Only person I can see is Rick Ross.
No,
A$AP,
Rocky.
A$AP just dropped though.
But I can see, but he gonna spin again.
He just
Yeah,
dropped
but like
though.
Rocky in a position where like, that's like a never.
But wait, what are you talking about? He just dropped.
No,
But
I
I'm
know,
saying
but
again,
like,
you think he's not gonna ever drop again?
Yeah, but like
I ain't gonna lie, that line like your baby mama not.
That's
posting
real.
shit is
That's
kinda
real
crazy.
hate though. That's not like, oh, we just joking. Like he just don't. They don't
Yeah,
like
but,
each
like,
other.
Well, are we
But
talking?
he did say he tried to.
You know what I'm
to
thinking?
squash
I'm
it.
thinking of like a line here is not a shot.
Yeah, but like, okay, do you think they gonna take a line back towards him?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think.
I don't think nobody's dedicating the whole song to nobody again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't see.
I mean, I don't put nothing past Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick, but I don't think
Kendrick.
I think Kendrick had to be tried more. I think he's like.
I mean, Kendrick. I mean, again, subtle shots of Kendrick on the album.
No, but I'm saying I feel like Kendrick would have to be tried for him because Kendrick's at the point where I only can be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I drop Not Like Us. I only can be. I can't. No more jabs. Like,
what if they like drop tonight or something crazy?
That's what I'm saying. He only gonna come back if he being disrespectful.
I mean, I don't think that would be received well.
It wouldn't, but imagine it was. Like, imagine he spun back and his shit was slapping. Like, this is just a hypothetical.
I mean, I can see it. Only problem with you dealing with is different types of music. That's what I'm saying. Drake, you gotta be careful when you drop, like, if you don't come, when you mention a knockout, because now you got this lyrical yippity yap. I like it, but like, casual person, if Kendrick come out with something like Not Like Us, I mean, you not doing nothing with that, because that's what's
default. It's the catchy shit.
Yeah, hoes not finna be on that lyrical. No, they finna they want to shake ass and
I think
hear bops and hooks.
That's why a majority of this songs be like in the moment songs. But you don't hear people play it years down the line.
But it's also like, okay, we talking about the disses that he threw back, like took shots at Braun, and well, you was gonna get into the Braun angle.
No, that's why I was saying the Friends thing was like, who considers what?
So I feel like the reason why the Braun thing is, I feel like, Drake has LeBron tatted on him, or maybe he had it covered up, and they seemed like they had a genuine friendship. So I feel like a lot of that things where he was like, oh, you always switching teams, don't ask about 23andMe on the album. I feel like he was really like, dang. Same thing with DeMar DeRozan, because when he played with the Raptors, it was like, damn, I feel like we actually were cool, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? You over here, you with them, you
That's
rapping
why
Kendrick.
I was gonna ask, do you think Braun looked at it like that, or you think Braun was straight? He just music. Because I don't think Braun was looking that deep, unless they got some underlying problem.
You
that
gotta
nobody
remember
know
though,
about.
Kendrick dropped the project because of Braun, the Untitled Unmastered project. That none of the songs got titles. It was an album.
What do you mean because of Braun?
Braun posted like something like, "Oh, I got all these Kendrick songs. He needed to drop them." Whatever. Kendrick ended up dropping them. So he's had a relationship with Kendrick. So do you think it's like?
I mean, we don't know what their relationship is behind the scenes.
With Kendrick?
We knew.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do you think it's like personal that he's doing that to Drake, or do you think Braun is just like
a average listener?
Yeah, like
he's cool with
he's a
people.
music head. He loves music. He's cool.
Because like they posted when Drake dropped the first diss, Braun tweeted about it. There's like they acting like Braun never was messing with Drake.
Yeah, I don't understand people. That's why I'm confused. I don't understand why people act like LeBron is just music. I think LeBron and Drake had a real relationship, and he got mad that he basically. And then not only that, I feel like Braun. It looked from just by optics, it looked like Braun picked a side. Just by optics.
So if it would have been optics, if Drake was winning and had a concert and Braun went, you think Kendrick would be mad?
No, because I don't think they have the same relationship. Just off observation.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think Braun was just Braun? They might have a real relationship, but Braun could be looking at just like a viewer. Like I'm not. It's not gang related.
That's how I think. I think Braun was just like, yeah.
If Drake was to have
cool and they had a
same
relationship
concert, Braun would be there.
Yeah, I think
time.
they was cool.
Yeah, but I feel like that has more to do with their relationship is better than.
Yeah, but I feel like
which we don't know. We don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The same way we don't know if LeBron was just a music head.
I think he was just a music head.
Is this going on? It's Kendrick. I mess with Kendrick. Let me go pop out. If Drake had a concert, I'm popping out too.
I think he was
I don't think we ever got to the point to know that. But rightfully so, Drake could feel some type of way.
LeBron don't address.
But that's what I'm saying. You dissing, he's a basketball player.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He keep dissing him. I feel like obviously.
There's no point.
I feel like there's a reason. Because I feel like, nigga, I really don't fuck with what you did.
No, I get why Drake can feel some type of way. You dancing to a song that got calling me all this, that, and the third. But I'm saying from Braun's point of view, I don't think Braun looked at it as like, oh yeah, get on Drake. I don't like Drake. Da da da. I think it was just someone caught up in between
We don't
and
know.
Drake from some type of way. It's like you
So-
say, we don't know.
So after the Kendrick thing, you know, we already talked about Kendrick. Khaled, you said he ain't gonna rap. You know, he had his IG post. ASAP, we don't know what ASAP might say. Who else? DeMar, we been knew about the DeMar diss and the back and forth they've been having. That's not a surprise. The shots he took at Kendrick. Who else?
Who else got shots?
They said Tiger took some.
Tyga?
Yeah, they said it was a line. He said, I know he
I
said,
mean, we ain't really worried about Tyga though.
yeah, but who else was it?
I'm sure you can look it up, and there's somebody done broke down all 3 albums, every lyric.
Yeah.
It just, you don't know the behind
I think the one
scenes.
is just, there's no shot at Metro.
That's my only thing. All these shots are subtle.
Yeah.
So I feel like he needed one or 2 songs. Just,
Do you
I'm
think
just
it
all
was
these.
subtle because he don't care, or is it subtle where it's like, I'm going to say what I need to say, but I ain't saying enough for it to
Yeah, but
warrant a
there's multiple
response?
songs that's subtle. That's
But-
why I do think it was. That's my only issue.
You think it should have just been
Like
one?
you throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Like, yes, this could be about this person. Like I said, I'm referring to, I just said he said something about Kendrick. I'm just saying that because it's very generalized. I don't remember an exact bar towards Kendrick.
But that's kind of how they were saying about the ASAP line. They was like, he not talking about. They were trying to say he not talking about ASAP. He talking about Jay-Z. Like it's people having different angles of since there's no name on it.
It's like,
Well, no, there was a Jay-Z line.
No, but they were talking about the yo BM and post your thing. Like they was like ASAP, but they were saying that was about Jay-Z. So it's
But
like
ain't Jay-Z dropping this summer too?
nah, he doing it on a concert. Like he doing a big concert.
That nigga dropping an album. And that's what my thing is. Where does the Jay-Z Drake beef come from?
I be thinking about a lot of them. Like how did
It's
these
a
people?
bunch of stuff we don't know.
He took
I
a shot
get
at
that.
Cardi.
Cardi B or Cardi?
Playboy Cardi.
I
He
see
had a
that, but-
Cardi line where he said like, he
Yeah, that
said
was just
somebody
a-
was so drunk they played Nicki then Cardi. Or some
Yeah,
shit
that,
like
I think that was
like,
just some like.
Yeah, but like that. Yeah, like that. That line. I ain't gonna lie. That line is so ass. It's because it's like.
Hey, bro, when you got that track record, you can say anything on
But-
the song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he did say something about Baby Boy Please. I heard what you were saying about me to other people and shit like that.
Either I be out the loop, or it's like Caleb said, it'd be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes.
I
we
think
don't
that
know
was
about.
some behind the scenes stuff.
It'd be like that, but
And he didn't really take no shot at the Weeknd. You know,
yeah, they had some.
they had stuff going on.
I mean, we just don't know.
Yeah, we didn't catch it.
We just don't know. Like I said, I'm sure we'll have more to talk about next week when we hear in more and more lyrics and just the overall kind of like what everybody else is thinking. Because everybody else is still like, we all still taking this in. So it's like,
So, who y'all excited for to drop next?
who's dropping?
I know Uzi's dropping
Ain't Future
soon.
supposed to drop?
No.
Future
Future
been
maybe.
pushing off since like 8 months ago.
Yeah, I was
so-
about to say Future was dropped last year.
But
No.
maybe this is why he been pushing back, cause he was gonna get this Future.
I mean, it
Future
might be a
on.
bad answer, but just like the regular, like my favorite artists, Wabi,
Yeah, I'm gonna say we all gonna talk about the same
Gunna.
top people.
I'm saying, well,
A Boogie dropped an
All right,
EP early this
non-top
year,
people.
so I feel like
I mean, but like,
okay, non-top people.
I'm
A
going
Boogie.
Rilo.
I'll go A Boogie because A Boogie dropped the EP this year.
but
that I
like, why? But see, but okay, I could go back to YB though, because is it gonna be anticipated?
Oh my gosh. Man, let's say Bobby for the end of the day, bro. I got a lot of thoughts
I know
on
Uzi
Wabi.
dropping. I know.
got a lot of thoughts on
Oh,
Wabi.
so back to Khaled.
Say it.
Khaled announced his
We'll
album was
see.
dropping in July. Do you think this killed his hype or this gonna hurt him?
No, because Cali has a lot of people. The thing, my problem with Cali is he tries to mix who's hot with people who he's cool with.
Yeah.
The people who's hot right now, off the top of my head, who's gonna be able to count? Are you gonna see Don Toliver? You gonna see, obviously, you know you're gonna see Rick Ross. You gonna see Doechii.
Doechii.
She just won female Grammy Artist of the Year. Like,
Yeah, but
you gonna see Doechii. You gonna see 21. Cause I'm thinking about Cali last album. Who was on there? You had Nardo Wick on there with Kodak. Like, remember that was when Nardo Wick had
who was smoke?
and then that's when Kodak had Super Gremlin. So they was hot. Like, you gotta think Sexy Red gonna be on there. Like Glorilla. Like the usual suspects of who's jumping right now. That's gonna be on Cali album.
But I also do think a lot of them artists don't look at the Cali albums like that no more. Like, it used to be like, oh, if you make Cali, it's like making an all-star.
And they used to
team.
give them their best. They're not giving him his
Yeah,
best
it's like
anymore.
throwaway verses. Like, I don't think they value that no more.
But I think this gonna hurt his momentum. You gotta think he just dropped a single. He was gearing up to drop probably another single.
I mean, his problem was he waited too long. This was supposed to come out 2 years ago.
yeah.
Remember that boy, he was running around like Drake side.
But
Yeah.
that's when Drake said, you mean Drake Bell? When he was talking about I had 2 Drake songs.
And I
So
felt
now
like
you
he
know
did.
it ain't. No, he definitely did.
But that's what made him look crazy. You going around with a cardboard little thing.
He was
talking
popping
about,
up
"I
at
got 2 Drake
concerts
songs."
talking about I got Drake songs about to drop. Then the whole war started. So he
And he act like nothing happened.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I still got Drake. No, Drake's. When you gonna hear from Drake, you gonna hear from on Drake.
What's bad about that situation when the war happened, he kept promoting it.
War.
That's how that shit was on the internet. Boy.
He kept promoting it.
That shit was a war on the internet.
He kept promoting it. I got 2 Drake songs. Nigga, I'm
No.
going through some shit right now.
But
I'm
not like
yeah.
us drop that shit. So they feel like
Everybody.
fucking bomb
I
drop.
forgot who. So somebody said Drake had a feature on this shit, and they was like, nah, they took that shit back. And he said he wasn't tripping on it because he was like, nah, with his beef, he took that shit back. He said he'll get him down the line. He definitely didn't, but
I remember. I
I
don't remember
forgot.
who you
I
talking
want to
about,
say. I want to say it was Babyface Ray. I want to say it was Babyface.
I mean,
Ray.
I would think so too. I ain't about to drop no features.
Yeah, I mean, well,
though. I don't remember Babyface.
Probably wasn't.
Babyface Ray, he dropped it in 2024. I like that album a lot.
I don't know. I don't know. To me personally, I feel like it hurts him because you got to think now artists might be like, damn, he beefing with Khaled. I can't be on Khaled album. Even though I don't think Drake care if you getting your bread or making money, but I think it is gonna hurt Khaled. And it's like you said, like who gonna respond for Khaled? Ain't nobody gonna get on there and write a verse for him or rap a verse for Khaled.
Yeah,
Maybe he do drop. I ain't trying to hear it, but
yeah. Some of them
Listen,
niggas got
we not-
rap on some of them beats.
Listen, we not waiting for Khaled albums no more. We waiting for Metro albums.
yeah.
Metro got the biggest selling, the highest selling.
Yeah, that's the album
producer
all the rappers want to be on. Not
they don't
Khaled.
wanna be
album. That last album was trash.
Crazy.
Wait,
What
are we
album?
talking? Let me look at the last album.
The Heroes vs. Villains.
That wasn't the last album.
His album?
Oh, you talking about that mixtape that dropped?
The Atlanta
recently?
mixtape?
Yeah.
No.
But that was
See.
something for the city, man.
Okay. Okay, fair. That last album
That was a
hard. Okay,
mixtape.
then that.
Yeah, the last
Okay, that's
album.
the last album. Okay, yeah, that was hard.
That album ran
That
the
was a
charts
minute.
for
That
like.
was 2022 though.
Yeah,
That
that
was a
album
minute.
ran the charts for like 2 years.
See, you gotta be more consistent.
But that
than
Metro spot.
That's fast, bro. One, not everybody can rap on them. Like, who's jumping right now cannot get on them beats.
What beats? Metro beats?
Yeah, bro,
You talking about his album or the mixtape?
you got Don Toliver.
But that's the thing.
you got
he
them-
not he not getting who hot. Like he's getting.
If he wants to recycle
he's
the
painting a
four-
picture in his head.
If he wants to recycle, okay, we recycling Travis, Don, Weeknd, Future, respect. Honestly, them four should probably make an album.
Who? I don't know.
Or some Don Toliver and Travis Scott. They should do a collab album. Not the Jack Boys. We don't know the Jack Boys. No offense to the Jack Boys. Don Toliver, they should make a collab album. I just think Don Toliver is next. The more I'm seeing, the more I think about and to bring it back full circle in closing, the Iceman album, I feel like a lot of them songs, a Don Toliver feature or Don Toliver made that song, that's a smash hit.
So why do you think Drake don't work with different artists no more.
Oh man, who knows? That's behind the scenes stuff that we don't know. But that could be that could literally be anything. All we know is he really messed with 21 for whatever reason.
And Sexy Red.
And Sexy Red for whatever reason. She on there twice.
I said she got the most features
Like,
on
bro,
there.
what are we doing? Like, bro, you got so many more people want to hear you with. People want to hear you with Party. We want to hear you. We ain't hear you with Baby in a little minute.
What's crazy is he
Gunna, like...
That's how, the Baby one is crazy because them boys don't miss. Like, people
Gunna-
acting like...
Like, they ain't miss... Him and Gunna don't got no songs. They got 2 songs, and they both slap. Like,
what's crazy is he did only put people on it that he's recently collabed with. Like,
nobody
Low
knew.
Shimmy.
yeah, like...
Lil Shimmy, I like this song. But, I mean...
But he knew what he was doing with that one. Low Shimmy got the girls that be bumping.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't really go to like where he could have went. No Thug. No Thug.
I was
Thug just
surprised
got out.
to see Thug.
That was kind of crazy.
But
And
what
they-
song
and they
would
were
Thug
cool.
had fit on it?
No, but he probably wasn't there yet. They could have made one.
They definitely could have made a song. Thug is...
I think that's what messed up Future.
I would say Thug, Future,
Yeah.
and Drake are the 3 most, I would say, unique artists in any genre because they can literally make any type of song with any artist. I feel like Drake gets credit for that. I feel like Thug and Future don't get as much credit for that.
But what you mean that's what messed up the Future thing?
I'm saying I think Drake went into a plan trying to make the Future song instead of them just making a song. That's why it wasn't the best.
yeah.
Like if they would have went in there, but all right, let's go through some beats and let's just make a slap instead of this the angle I want to take and then just jump on
Yeah,
it.
it
What
get
like
angle that
limit
song
you.
got? That's like a...
But that's what I'm saying.
It was just a pre-made song.
exactly
Like I wouldn't be
just get on
surprised if you told me it was Drake and Molly Santana on it.
That's what I'm saying. You could have taken Future off
and then they added Future.
It
Like, I
don't
wouldn't
add
be-
or take away. Future don't add nothing to that song.
That's what I'm saying.
And the
You
crazy
could have
part
made
is,
those
I
separate.
really do like that song. I just don't like Future part. Like I like whoever Molly Santana. I like her part on that.
Like he fit the song.
Yeah. But and honestly, that is a weird. That more felt like that should have been on one of the other albums than that one.
It felt like it was like an interlude.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that should be on Iceman.
Yeah, like a rapping interlude in a sense. Just because like with the beat switch, first of all, I didn't really like the beat switch when it like that bright ass like whatever that was. That's not really like I wasn't really feeling it. But then when he started flowing, I'm like, okay, I'm rocking with it. But
How y'all feel about Lucki dropping the same time?
I respect it.
Lucky need to fire his manager. Lucky
I
need
respect
to fire.
it. Need a PR team, but I respect
That boy
it.
say he ain't dug no red.
Yeah, but every tweet I done seen, they call it trash.
What Lucki shit?
I'm
Every
not-
tweet. I haven't bumped it yet,
I don't
so
listen.
I ain't gonna give my opinion. I ain't gonna fake
I
it like
bumped
that.
the baby.
We might,
Rollo.
we might get that opinion
That boy
next.
Rollo had a crazy ball on that bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But I ain't bumped it yet, so I ain't gonna fake my opinion. We could probably give you that opinion next episode, but I would've. When he said he dropped an Iceman the same day, I would've dropped the week before, or niggas was just gonna have to.
My
understand.
sister, shout out to an Egyptian. She make music. She dropped today. Twin Towers. I said the same thing to her.
Oh, you said she should have dropped.
Why you? Like, I don't care.
But
It's
that's
Shout out an
somebody.
Egyptian.
It's somebody who ain't take that Drake off all day.
Cool.
I'm just saying, like it's
but
somebody.
it's also somebody who listened to Lucki before they listened to Drake.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But there's nobody near.
No, I'm
Right,
just saying it's to show that there's people out there.
You know,
like
it'd be
that,
fly if Drake was on the Lucki album.
Yeah.
That would have been
though.
fly.
I feel like you could. That's the least. You knew you were dropping 3
I
of them.
would've been like,
that's the
that's
least
crazy.
you could have
I would
did.
have hit up Lucki team. I'm like, bruh.
Let me just get you this. I'm
Me,
dropping
me,
3
me
of
on
them.
But it tell you who close and not close though. Like be real. Like him DMing him like, oh yeah, that's our day.
And then,
Come
you know,
on, gang.
this
And I
little nigga-
dropped 3.
He probably
like,
said that. Put his phone away. This
like,
little nigga
come
don't
on,
even
gang.
know.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like them 3 ain't just pop up out of broad daylight. Like them 3 was cooked for a minute. Because you gotta think it's 3 of them. You gotta give them time.
Chris Brown dropped last week.
I ain't hear it.
I heard
I just
somebody
seen
say
people talking about it.
I
but
heard
ain't
somebody
hear
say it was bad, but I
You
haven't
heard
really
it?
heard a lot about it.
I like some of it. I actually do like the song with Sexy Red and Glorilla on there a lot. It's called It's called Call My Name or Say My Name. One of them.
And Sexy got on everybody album.
Coming back, Sexy. Coming bound back.
Hey,
Sexy came. Ain't gonna lie, I thought she was out of there, bro. I'm like, yes.
Drake ain't keep throwing her
Yeah.
like that.
As long as she got that Drake, she
yeah.
good.
And that's the thing, like she ain't even.
I'm like, yeah.
She not even bad. It's just like,
nah, she bad.
It's like hit or miss. Like
yeah,
she
like
got them club bangers.
she
She
gonna
might drop some like.
and in between the Drake feature, she gonna drop something that's gonna carry her to the next Drake feature.
I wish Glorilla was in Sexy Red's position. Cause I feel like Glorilla is like, I feel like
better
Glorilla
rapper?
is better than all of them. Lotto.
I don't know about that.
Nah, I got Lotto on my one.
know about
Well, no,
Thank
I got.
God.
Nah, I ain't gonna say
I
who I
had
got my one. I don't want them
Who
problems.
you on? Female rapper,
Bad
who you on?
PR.
Right now.
Hell no, I
Flip 'em
don't
up
want them
to- flip 'em
PR.
up to-
Cardi
who is
B?
it?
I
Cardi
don't
B?
know who.
Meg?
No.
Who else?
But I don't. I
rapper?
put Cardi B and Nicki in a whole different realm. So
Okay, yeah. Them, to me, them like.
that's how I look at Drake and them. I don't
yeah,
put Drake in the.
yeah.
When you
I'm
tell me the
saying,
top five.
Okay, how YoungBoy is my favorite rapper and Drake is my favorite rapper. That's how I say Glorilla is my favorite rapper. She's YoungBoy.
Lotto is. That's how I look at Lotto. I don't. Cardi B and Nicki is different. I put Lotto as
Oh, so you
number
talking
one.
about Lotto?
So Lotto's
Yeah.
your favorite rapper?
Yeah. I got Lotto.
I don't
She
got
be
Lotto.
sliding.
I'm trying to
Lotto's
think.
about to drop. That's what we forgot about.
Yeah.
Lotto about to drop.
Lotto be having them slaps. What she say? Get off my jock, bitch. Like she got on that. She got on that bitch running that shit. Like,
I'm still taking Glorilla.
no, Glorilla. I think Glorilla could really rap. Like, I think,
That's why I got put it like this. Lotto is like Drake. Glorilla is like J. Cole. If we doing it like that.
like Lotto got the bangers. They gonna play in
Yeah.
the club, but Glorilla really got the bars and yeah, I feel it. But Sexy got them bangers too. Like, who is the top five female rappers outside of Cardi, Nicki? Like, you got Lotto, Glorilla, Sexy.
Sexy. Doechii.
Nah,
I mean, we just gotta go.
I feel like I haven't heard nothing since that Grammys.
Yeah,
So I don't
like,
put it-
that's still like they not winning Grammys, bro. Like it's different categories. to
Politics.
this.
I feel like we missing somebody.
Oh, yeah, I missed somebody. Yeah, Miami. I heard a new joint.
Niggas ain't serious.
Yeah, but she said spend that cash. You niggas is not spending that cash, apparently. Y'all made her get back in the booth. Y'all not spending that
Oh
cash.
hell no. That's see.
Y'all done made her get back in the booth. Y'all not spending that cash. Speaking of that, where is JT? Speaking of that, where is JT?
All right. That boy's just out the mud. You got,
It's you out the mud.
you got Jay, Vulture, and your boy Brandon. we gonna catch you on the next episode.
Oh,
of Capcast.
man.
Sauce Santana.
We gonna catch you on the next episode of Capcast. It's been real.
So, JT.